Have you ever felt like your drive for success spirals into an addiction, a chaotic compulsion, or intense, isolating fear? When Rahu's powerful energy is distorted, it manifests as a Shadow Rahu, which is the self-sabotage, the addictive cycle, the sudden, inexplicable chaos, or the deep fear of failure. If you recognize this pattern, you know that achievement is impossible until this shadow is addressed. So this video will provide the essential purification rituals to cleanse Rahu's negative influence, transforming addiction and chaos into clear, focused purpose. So welcome back. We've identified the path, secured the foundation, and harnessed the ambition. Now, in this video, the video 5, we face the deepest obstacle, the Shadow Rahu. Rahu rules smoke, illusion, and the underworld. And when it's poorly managed, it creates internal pollution that blocks success. This is a compassionate, non-judgmental look at the habits that pull you off your purpose. So we're going to use the cleansing power of Ketu, which is detachment, and Shiva, which is dissolution, to purify the shadow. Let's go ahead and diagnose the Shadow Rahu. Okay, so the Shadow Rahu shows up in 3 core ways that actively sabotage your pursuit of purpose. Let's talk about these 3 ways. The first is the addictive loop. Rahu is never satisfied. So this can manifest as addictions to substances, to overworking, to chronic distraction, especially social media, or pursuing relationships purely for status. So this loop promises escape, but steals your time, the most valuable resource for fulfilling your destiny. Second is the sudden, inexplicable chaos. Rahu rules sudden, disruptive events and mass illusion. When the shadow is active, your life can be hit by unexpected confusion, by legal issues, or major technological failures that pull you entirely off your purpose track. So that's the second one. How's the third way? It's a fear of exposure. Rahu governs fame and the public sphere. The shadow often manifests as an intense, paralyzing fear of being seen, judged, or failing publicly. Even when your Rahu house demands visibility, which is, say, Rahu in the 1st house or the 10th house, this fear stops your destiny cold. So these patterns are not personal failures. They are signs that Rahu's raw energy needs constant purification. So here are the 3 powerful purification rituals to cleanse the Shadow Rahu and transmute its negative energy. So the first one we're going to talk about is the digital detox. You probably knew that was coming. It's cleansing the illusion, in other words. Why do we need to do it? Because Rahu governs digital media and screens, making them the primary sources of addiction and distraction. So we must use Ketu's detachment to break the loop. How do we do that? So we commit to 1 full day. You could do ideally Saturn's day, Saturday, which rules detachment. You can commit to that with 0 recreational screen time. 0. You can use the time that you gain back, often a good 3 to 5 hours, to work on the most foundational, tedious task that is related to your Rahu goal. And that will help you with the Saturn commitment clock from the other videos. By cutting off the illusionary feed, you redirect the immense energy back to your real world purpose. Next ritual is the Ketu surrender, which is called dissolving compulsion. Why? Compulsion is Rahu's chaotic energy. Ketu's energy is pure surrender and dissolution, which directly opposes chaos. How do you do that? When you feel the addictive compulsion rising, such as to check your phone or to overspend or to escape reality, you immediately practice the Ketu surrender. What does that mean? You sit down, you breathe deeply, and you surrender the desire to the divine. You visualize the compulsion not as your fault, but as an external cloud of smoke, which is Rahu, that you're gently releasing. You focus on the detachment and the emptiness of Ketu, recognizing that nothing external can truly fill the void. The next one is the integrated healing, which is the virtue of purity. The highest virtue that purifies the shadow Rahu is purity in intention, in action, and in consumption. This means protecting your energy field from the digital, emotional, and the physical pollution that Rahu loves. By embracing purity, you stop generating the internal chaos that attracts the external disruption. You create an internal vessel that's clean enough to hold the immense power and rewards of your high-functioning Rahu purpose. Now let's summarize the profound spiritual mastery that you gain by purifying the shadow Rahu. You are moving from self-sabotage to self-acceptance. You're telling the universe, I'm willing to let go of the comforts of chaos and illusion to achieve the destiny of my highest self. Conquering the shadow Rahu is often the final hurdle on the path to purpose. It requires courage, honesty, and a willingness to use these ancient practices to dissolve the patterns that have held you captive. Rahu is smoke and illusion also, but it's also very powerful to give you your purpose. So here are your assignments to begin your purification. First, I want to know. Tell me in the comments, which shadow pattern, which shadow Rahu pattern, addiction, chaos, or the fear of exposure is the biggest block on your path? And which purification ritual or remedy will you try this week? Second, let's turn this knowledge into action. Commit to the digital detox for a minimum of 1 day this week and immediately redirect that reclaimed time to your Rahu goal. And finally, share this video with anyone who is struggling to break an addictive or self-sabotaging cycle. The knowledge is meant to be shared, and that's what I'm doing for you. If you'd like to connect with me to deep dive into your own personal chart, reach out to me via the link in the About or the video description section. Now, our journey continues next time with video number 6, which is really important. It's the Rahu-Ketu integration. I love that. We will dive into advanced techniques for consciously balancing the nodes, the North Node and the South Node, to achieve wholeness and flow. So hit the notification bell right now so you don't miss it. Thank you for watching, and thank yourself for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more Vedic wisdom. That's all for today.